Hello, everyone. Something just kind of occurred to me. I saw Linda McMahon give a little speech about how AI will be teaching children, will be helping them absorb information, etc. And it occurred to me as she was speaking it, and I don't even know if she understands the whole goal of that type of thing. Or maybe she does. Who knows? I'd like to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I probably shouldn't. I read you a manifesto months and months ago. I can't even remember when, before the election. A person named Alexander Dugin, I think his first name's Alexander. I can't remember. I got to look at it again. What it was a manifesto that basically explained, and I read it to you on camera. It basically explained that the future of this world, and you're hearing this from so many people in certain positions in life, the future of this world is AI. With everything. This is the biggest, greatest thing. It's where everything's going, blah, blah, blah. Only because oligarchs are pushing us there. Oligarchs like Zuckerberg, oligarchs in China, oligarchs like Leon Scum, etc. That's where they want the world to go. Do you get that concept? We never asked for, we want AI to do everything so we have no jobs and we should all just sit home and starve to death. Because the rich are just going to expect us to still buy their shitty products when AI takes over everything. And it will. That's their plan, so it's going to happen. If they get the chance. If it doesn't all blow the fuck up before then. Because a nuclear war, God knows whatever the fuck Donnie's going to do. So AI is the future of everything, according to Musk and Dugin and Zuckerberg and Donnie and Altman and all these different people in the highest, most powerful positions financially and in government around the world. Then you have this fucking crazy Dugin guy, sociopath, over in Russia, I believe, writing manifestos regarding how the future of the world, everything is artificial intelligence. But here's the problem with that future, he said. And I know you think you're about to hear some wisdom, right? No, you're about to just hear some sociopathy, that's all. We need to tweak the AI in our image, the Trumpo-futurism image. The masculine, no DEI, no liberalism. Thale talks about how liberalism is dead and blah, 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 blah. No, Nazism is dead. That's what should be dead. Because again, the liberals were the first to get locked up. Under Nazi Germany. So they hate the idea of liberalism, anything that isn't Nazism, basically. They hate the idea of where mediocre men run the world and there is no law, just various oligarchies that mediocre men with no talent, no creativity, no soul, no personality, just nothing to offer anyone or society. They just have a lot of money. That's it. That's their single best attribute. And that's not about them, that's about their bank account, unfortunately for them. So that's their plan, and they want AI to help them do that, have their shitty regional oligarchies where guys like Pete Thale are in charge, or Leon's in charge, or Donnie's in charge, or men like mediocre men, sociopaths like Dugin are in charge. That's their wet dream for the world. What does that mean for the rest of us? Well, we get subjugated under their shitty rule. These mediocre, non-creative jokes of wastes of oxygen that are naught but sociopaths that believe in Nazi ideology. That's all they are. And that's not wisdom. What wisdom is there in, son? In gassing people, in hating everyone. What wisdom is that? What are you but the devil's son? When that is your religion, You might not know it. Your true religion would be Satanism if you're a Nazi. They go hand in hand. What could be more of Satan than gassing people? Son, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-olds, I'm calling you son. Because you're an unwise child with a lot of money, spouting the most tired, old bullshit you could possibly find. Nazism. You don't have an ounce of wisdom. Not a fucking ounce. That is why I talk to you as if you're a child, even though you're 30 years older than me, or 20, or 10. Because that's how I see you, as you're trying to sound so wise, when the only reason anyone wants to talk to you is because of how much money you have in your bank account. That's it. No other reason. So are you wise, or do you have a lot of zeros? Do you have a big pile of gold? Is that your real appeal to the world? Is that why you get these little interviews? Musk, Thale, Dugin, etc. I know you know this already. And you pretend like it's enough, but that's why you always want more, right? Because it's not enough. It's nothing, all worthless. What you really wanted to be is loved and worshipped and thought of as wise and cool. When you'll never be that, never were that. You're just spouting Nazism. Simple. No wisdom there. So this philosophy of Nazism, of male dominance, be you straight or gay, because Thale's gay. I don't know how that works in the whole Nazi thing, because, again, gays were grabbed, thrown in camps, and a pink triangle put on their shirt to let everyone know they were gay. Now, then there was the elite gays at the top of the Nazi chain. They got a pass. So I assume Thale would get a pass in the new Reich-style thing that's building. Otherwise, if he was the normal, again, peasant gay, they would just grab him and throw him in the camp when it comes to that. Because they sure are targeting gays, aren't they? Even though a lot of them are gay up at the top of this thing. Have you noticed that? My point is with this video, can you imagine the propaganda value to someone like Adolf Hitler or Donnie Shitbags or Alexander Dugin or Thale or Musk or the Reich in general, which they're all a part of, by the way? To having an AI program teaching all the children in the world. You don't have to worry about loyalty. You can put forth whatever view you want if you make the AI in your image or the Reich's image. So it just kind of occurred to me that the goal would be replace all teachers with AI programs to teach children. They could be programmed with the information you want children to learn. They've screamed about liberal indoctrination of children in schools for decades as a worthless culture war type thing to keep you distracted and stupid and have your priorities all fucked up because they know what strings to pull. Think about the indoctrination that could be achieved, but since it's your type of indoctrination, I'm sure you'll be down. With AI programs, which are already smart enough now to teach children, honestly, they could implement that tomorrow. We've already got the technology. It's not something that needs to happen 30 years from now. They could make a proclamation tomorrow. AI will teach all children. All teachers are fired. Where do you think it's going to go? You thought teachers were going to be the safe occupation from AI? Absolutely not. When I heard Linda McMahon talking in her video regarding AI to be used to teach children, and she called it A1 because she's stupid. But AI is what she was talking about, teaching children. That's when it occurred to me, oh, they're going to get rid of all the teachers, the Reich, at some point. implement the AI as instructor for all children. They program it in their image. It teaches what the Reich-approved material to your children. You get that going for a couple generations. History is rewritten. A whole different worldview and perspective called Nazism, basically, is taught. You can never go back. Hitler would be so proud of you Satanists. He would be so proud of you. Imagine the value to Adolf Hitler had he been born in this time, and he could deploy AI, fire all teachers. No child learns from a human anymore. All of them learn mandatory AI learning. You don't have to worry about loyalty. You don't have to worry about your message being spoiled by someone's politics or disloyalty. The power of that. And again, folks, I don't know if you understand this. They could deploy this tomorrow if they wanted to. I'm not saying they're going to. I'm just saying it's the direction we're going. And we've got the head of education, I think. Isn't Linda McMahon like the head of education right now? For the federal government? Talking about how this is the plan, AI teaching children. She didn't say we're going to get rid of all teachers, but she doesn't really have to, does she? That's the point of AI. Total control from the top. Again, Zuckerberg talked about it. You deploy the bots in your image. So it's like you going forth, speaking and doing things, putting forth a message, whatever your message is. Their message just happens to be Nazism. Remember, again, Alexander Dugin, his manifesto, we got to make the AI in our image. That's the danger here. If we don't do that and squash liberalism and rewrite history, we don't benefit from it. It's just a tool that can help mankind, and we don't want that. We want to control it and use it for our purposes. That's what we must achieve, is what Mr. Dugin was basically saying. So now we know the plan is to instruct children using AI. Part of it, AI has many functions it can be used for to eliminate jobs and indoctrinate. It's been doing it for years. Zuckerberg and others, public relations firms, all kind of organizations have been deploying AI bots to go speak for them, or troll, or harass, or threaten, or whatever they're programmed to do. It's been going on for 20 years. Now they're getting to the, next step of intellect for AI. It's obvious. So again, you know what the plan always is when automation is discussed. Some rich fuck wants to get rid of their entire workforce because, why should the people that do the work make any money? They don't deserve it. That's the way you people think. I know, I see. Almost every one of you. So automation in the learning sector, what would that look like? Well, all teachers get fired and only Reich-approved material is taught to your children for several generations. They rewrite history the exact way Donnie wants it and the Reich wants it. And the Trumpo-futurism people like Dugin want it. That's what your children learn. They learn it from a program, so you don't have to worry about a human in the chain being disloyal to the Reich. Again, Hitler would be so proud of this. So picture 1 billion children across the world every day learning strictly from their AI teacher that only teaches Reich-approved materials. That's where they want to take us. Who are they? Donnie, Leon, Linda McMahon, Dugan, Thale, others, many others. People in very high, powerful positions, financially or otherwise. Government, corporate, whatever. People that are controlling the world right now. Leon's still got his office in the White House. Getting all kind of billions in contracts of your money. So that kind of occurred to me while Linda was talking, because I've got 7 billion aspects of this little scheme on my mind all the time that they're pulling on us. And the history of it, and the history of other things, and the spiritual aspect, and so many different things. So sometimes some things like this occur to me. This is going to happen. It's not just an idea. This is where they want to take it. Where AI is tweaked in their image, that would be the image of the Reich. History is rewritten in their image. And that is taught to your children. That's where this is going. I know you were worried about the liberal or gay teacher teaching your kids about Woodstock or something, right? That was the real danger. No, the real danger is the Reich teaching your children only Reich-approved materials, and even a blind man could see this a Reich, son. There's a bit too many Nazi or white supremacist tattoos going on people. There's a bit too many Nazi salutes. There's a bit too many trucks driving around, literally modeled after the Panzer tank, the same exact angles of the tank. There's a few too many Nazi haircuts on guys like Musk and Thale, etc. There's a few too many Pepe frogs going around on people's walls, dressed in Caesar outfits. There's a few too many Pepe Donnie memes holding up a certain hand sign. There's a few too many people saying people aren't having enough children, when what they really mean is a certain kind of children. There's a bit too many death camps. Here's something else that occurred to me. How do we know those people down in El Salvador aren't being exterminated? You heard me. I'm not saying I have any evidence to support that. But they were doing it in Nazi Germany. And everybody was like, we didn't know. We had no idea. How would we know? Maybe that's why they fight so hard to keep that one man there. Maybe when I say it's a death camp, maybe it's really a death camp. Maybe it's an extermination camp. How many people in that camp are we in contact with? I don't know. I don't hear too much information coming out of that death camp. And, you know, when the Nazis, when the former Reich started gassing people and exterminating people, they didn't announce it to the world. They just did it. So it took a while for people to catch on. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for all we know, they're taking these people down there and just put them in a gas chamber. That occurred to me yesterday. Could that place really just be a straight up extermination camp? You think that's impossible? And again, I'm not saying I've seen anything, any evidence to support that, and I'm not making that claim. I'm asking the question, could it be? Because they are sure fighting real hard not to bring that man back that they sent there that they said was a mistake. And again, if you think things like this are impossible, well, there's a reason it's in El Salvador, as far away as you can get. So unfortunately, we're at a place where I have to ask these questions, and I can't believe I have to ask these questions. You think there hasn't been mass genocide before on this planet? Huge pits of dead bodies in various countries around the world, straight up extermination? It's happened many times. Could that be what's going on here? Is that why they can't bring this one man back? Maybe these people aren't being just sent for detention? Maybe after they get a certain amount of work out of them, like they did in Nazi Germany, most men lasted about a month. Again, I can't believe, because I don't ask a question like this lightly, but these people are that evil, and I know that. Leon didn't do the Nazi salute for nothing, son. It's real. They believe it. And I have a feeling they're going to go much further with it than we're seeing now. And it's already horrible now. So again, there's a bit too many death camps and things going on, overcrowding of jails in Miami for deportees, to the point men can't even lay down and sleep for 5 minutes. They have to take turns. It's a Reich. They want the AI in that image at some point. That's what Dugin is talking about in his manifesto. That means all teachers replaced, only AI teaching children, Reich approved material. Hitler would be so proud of you guys. He would have just been ecstatic if he could have just deployed AI to propagandize the youth of Germany. And he wouldn't have had to worry about disloyalty. And he could have done it. Press of a button, snap of a finger. Like they're probably going to do one day here. That's fucking horrifying. And Linda said AI is going to be teaching children. That's the plan. Anyway, do with that what you will. I don't know what else to say. I'm just a bit stunned right now.